Welcome back for the second hour of our celebration of research and creativity. Do you happen to notice the mural behind us? It's beautiful, but that isn't why we're here. This wheat paste mural is actually the creative work of Dr. Wendy Deshane from the Department of Art and Art History. The mural contains colorized scanning electron micrographs of pollen grains of 42 species of local plants. The work was created in collaboration with Jeff Schmucke and Dr. Alan Harvey. If you want to see it in person, and you should come by and take a look, it's on the second floor of the Academic Classroom and Laboratory Complex outside of the Big EO Center offices. In this hour, we will learn about how CLA faculty are engaging in cross-campus partnerships to drive forward the university research program, and even more importantly, how work happening in CLA is mission critical to the advancement of a new initiative that is aimed at targeting what the federal government is calling a priority for the country. Later this hour, we will experience a piece of theater devised here at Auburn that tells the stories of ordinary Alabamians across the 200 years of the state's history. As the state leader in artificial intelligence innovation, research, and education, Auburn University announced in March that it was bolstering its position in the AI space through an investment of $2 million by the Office of the Provost with support from the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering to create AI at AU, the Auburn University Artificial Intelligence Initiative. This project is designed to assemble a university-wide multidisciplinary faculty team to expand AI research and education, build a computational infrastructure for AI research and education at the university, develop Auburn University's faculty infrastructure for AI research and education, explore university-wide educational innovations in AI, and become the university's focal point for participation in statewide, regional, and national initiatives such as the SEC AI Consortium. Joining me now is Jerry Dozier, the McCrary Eminent Chair Professor in Computer Science and Software Engineering. He's also the technical lead for the AI at AU initiative, along with Dr. Adam Jortner, the Goodwin Philpott Eminent Professor of Religion in the Department of History and a member of the AI at AU program. Jerry, let's start with you. What is AI at AU?
AI at AU is we got funding, about $2 million from the Provost Office as well as the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Now, there's some things that we want to do. One is, we want to build a community, and this is a community of AI researchers. So AI is going on throughout the campus. We want to bring it all together. Okay, there's some money to develop a computational infrastructure for these. Right now we have 100, believe it or not, we have 115 faculty that are doing research in AI research. I said research, AI research in education. What kind of computational infrastructure do we need for this? And so we got some money for that to kind of get that started, right? And that's going to grow, right? We are also looking at, and I'm not going to say cluster hire, but I'm going to say, we're looking at, increasing our faculty infrastructure as well. So in the College of Liberal Arts, we are looking at a professor, bringing in a professor there, right? In psychological sciences, right? And we have another professor opening over in pharmacy, and they're going to have one foot in their core research, but another foot in artificial intelligence, and that's like totally cool. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring people together. We're trying to bring this community together. Okay, and so there is an ongoing an ongoing activity with the SEC, the 14 universities, where basically we're all the universities are trying to hey, to look and say, what are we doing with AI, and how do we work together to work with one another in terms of artificial intelligence research and education. And that's pretty much what AI at AU is about. We want to bring people together. We want to look at how do we collaborate. Collaboration is huge. We're all doing really great research in AI, but how do we take it to the next level? AI at AU is taking that to the next level. We want to do that right here at home at Auburn, but we want to extend that. We want to go regional, and then we want to go national, and that's what AI at AU is all about.
Dr. Jortner, you were one of the first CLA faculty to join the initiative. When people think artificial intelligence, a religious history professor is probably not the first researcher that comes to mind. So what sparked your interest, and why did you decide to get involved with AI at AU?
I actually I just got in touch with Jerry on a lark because this program, AI at AU, here's the thing. Yeah, often people think artificial intelligence is a pure science or even science fiction, but we also all know that it's not. Because these algorithms that we deal with on websites and in our politics and in our commerce are already shaping the way that we live, work, and interact. And that means that they're already affecting how human beings operate. Many people will get, this is the part where the voiceover goes, the line between human and machine. And we get all really, really scared. But I think that artificial intelligence is one of the most humanities-driven things that there is, because of the way this technology is already shaping us, but also because of the need for us to shape that technology, to be sure that the values that we hold dear are going to be protected by this technology rather than exploited by it, which is to say, we need to really think about the ethics, the applications, and the practicalities of artificial intelligence. It's way too, and I mean, the fiction writers are the guys who invented all of the scary killer robots and Skynet and the Daleks. But we imagined those things. We can also imagine ways in which artificial intelligence becomes the greatest tool potentially that we've ever had to change life on Earth for the better. But we also have to be really careful about that. And I think part of having a broad initiative at Auburn is being able to raise those questions and talk about those questions across our disciplines, so that it's not just humanities guys saying, has your robot read a book about philosophy yet? To actually think about how do we make sure an ethical decision is being made by a machine, and what does that actually look like?
That's right.
And I was just actually, this didn't get a lot of play in the last week, but actually some major robotics companies this week have pledged they will not develop their robots for private military use. And again, that's an important step, but it's one of a lot that how we are. Another way of putting it is, we think about artificial intelligence as machines being able to make their own choices, which is sometimes really scary. But in fact, artificial intelligence is much more about machines making the choices that we tell them to, which is way scarier. And it's also potentially really great, because this is something that the humanities needs to be deeply involved in, but we need to also be collaborating with the scientists, with the engineers, with the psychologists, and it's just an enormous opportunity.
One element of this initiative is the creation of an artificial intelligence think tank. And this is for both of you. From your perspective, what does that look like and why is it necessary?
I mean, one thing about having a think tank is that it allows people with different expertise to see how not just the way technologies are applied, but also sort of to I don't want to say it allows people to steal from each other, but allows us to borrow from one another. But it also encourages the institution. It will encourage Auburn as an institution to not get stuck into slots. Because a great deal of funding and ideas tend to be really, much of it is allocated to computer science, but if you're modeling in physics or neuroscience or economics, we got to be able to talk to each other.
Exactly. And so, I'm going to say that, our think tank, and Adam and I have talked about this, and basically we want a think tank for Auburn University, number one, and for the AI at AU initiative, secondly. So it's how do we track the trends of AI? We need people looking at that. Right? Because we want to always be at the forefront of AI, and it's moving, and we can't predict where it's going. We can't. Now, one of the things that we know it's going, it's use-inspired research. So this is, I can come up with the greatest, deep learner, but the second I come up with that and I say it's great, everybody's going to ask me one question. And that one question is going to be, how do I use it? Well, where are you going to use it? How is it going to impact AI? How is it going to impact humanity, right, in the future? And that's why we need a think tank. So we're, in AI at AU, what we're working on, use-inspired AI and foundational AI. We need that other element that's looking to the future. That's going to say, hey, maybe this might be where we need to go.
When we talked offline, Jerry, you were passionate about the need for CLA faculty to be involved in this university-wide initiative. Why is that?
When you look at, this is NSF, and you look at they're coming out with $20 million programs. These are 5-year programs. And what they want to do is they want to develop, NSF AI institutes. The institutes are like, AI and optimization, something that's not strictly AI. Okay. And so when they're coming up with these new centers, they're like AI in philosophy or AI in sociology. It's always applied AI. It's not give me another neural network. It's give me something, AI in arts and art history, right? And so that's why. So yeah, I think when you look at engineering, computer science, we can come up with a really, really cool, deep learning algorithm. And we're going to do that here at Auburn. We're going to do it. All right. But the thing is, once you develop that, the question is, how are you going to use it?
Yeah, and I think one of the things about having a think tank is that again, thinking about humanities and AI, it is a place where we think about what the dreams are, and then we actually try to we also try to figure out, well, how is this actually going to work? And now I'm going to tell one of my favorite stories about AI, which is, artificial intelligence chess engines. An artificial intelligence machine beat the world grandmaster in 1997, and by this point, even virtually any computer program can beat the greatest human players in chess. But the idea for developing those things was, this is going to reveal things about how to play chess that human beings never knew before. And actually, that didn't pan out. A lot of the world's greatest chess champions no longer use chess engines because they don't want me. Chess engines basically found out that you can retreat your pieces, and human beings hate to do that. So human beings are not interested in that anymore. And this is a place where the idea of what AI could have been didn't match up to how it happened. And that's what we're trying to figure. That's something we have to figure out as well. Not just what can these systems do, but what are they doing? What do we want them to do? And how do we get there? And I think that's something you can only do. The person who develops the algorithm needs to be talking to the sociologists, the physicists.
There you go. And that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So the provost invested $2 million into this project along with the College of Engineering. Let's look 5-10 years down the road. Where do you see AI at AU in 2030? What is your goal, Jerry?
Right now, we're looking at 3 years out, okay? And we're putting together a number of committees, and we want to get those up and running. What I want to see is I want to see an increase in, AI research funding, increase in AI educational funding. That's one thing we don't really no, but there's a lot of funding out there for AI research. Okay, we want to kind of come up with an ultimately, and you're asking me, and you're asking me, maybe that I'm the wrong person to ask. We want to have an AI ecosystem. What does that mean? We developed, and I sent this out to the 115 faculty members. So my PhD students and I, we've developed a model that actually will allow you to see the closest researchers that are close to you and the research that they're doing. We call it AI at AU. We call it R-Harmony. Have you ever heard of, eHarmony? No, here at Auburn, we have R-Harmony, and you can actually look out there and you can see who you're closest to in it, and we make it revolve and all that other kind of stuff. So, what we want to do is we want to bring everyone together. We want a community. And I really think that when we start collaborating, and I'm hoping that we start here at Auburn with the collaboration, then we start building out, we're going to develop, and don't take this the wrong way, but we're going to develop an elaborate playground for AI research and education. And that's what we want. I think that's what everybody wants. I know that's what the 115 researchers and educators want. We want to have fun. And it's really hard to have fun when, you're isolated. AI at AU is bringing everybody that is even thinking about AI. We're all together, and we're a team, and that's so. In 10 years, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a big playground where you have a lot of professors playing around it. We've got other professors coming in from all across the nation, right? And they just want to be a part of what we're doing, because what we're doing is extremely special. And it's awesome.
And you say this is for everyone across campus. So if a faculty member wants to get involved, how can they find their place in this work?
I would just say, first of all, just send me an email. Let's get you on the AI at AU list. I'm hoping that we're going to have a meeting here in November. We're going to try to bring everyone together just to talk. And I'm hoping in February that we're going to have an AI at AU forum. We're going to start that. We need to start building collisions where people can talk to one another. People can see the kind of research, AI research and education that's going on here at Auburn University. And we're going to start that in the spring semester, and we're going to go on from there. So if you're interested, just send me an email, and we'll get you plugged in. We got a lot of great people. They're doing some great stuff, and I really think that there's a place for everyone in this initiative.
Dr. Dozier, Dr. Jortner, thank you so much for joining us for this celebration.